In the lush farmlands of Edo, Nigeria, there once lived a tortoise named Ogin, whose cleverness was known in every village. From tricking a lion out of his meat to making a crocodile cry, Tortoise had won many battles of wit. People feared him, envied him, and sometimes traveled days just to listen to his riddles and cunning tales. But not everyone admired him. A poor boy named F, known for his quiet ways and listening ears, believed cleverness should be used to help others, not deceive them. F's curiosity. One hot evening, F sat by the river listening to elders talk about how Tortoise once tricked a hunter into chasing his own shadow. How does he come up with all these tricks? F asked aloud. An old woman laughed. They say his cleverness is stored in a gourd he keeps hidden under his shell. If you ever get that gourd, the world will call you the cleverest. That night, F couldn't sleep. If I had that cleverness, I would help the poor farmers, teach the orphans, and fix the broken roads, he whispered to the stars. And so, he made a decision. He would trick the tortoise. The trap of humility. F walked deep into the forest the next morning and found Tortoise lounging under a palm tree. Ogin, F said, bowing deeply. I want to be your student. Teach me to be wise. Tortoise chuckled. Many have begged me for wisdom, but no one has ever offered themselves as a student. F spent days serving Tortoise, fetching water, gathering fruits, and listening without question. Tortoise grew proud, believing he had finally found someone who worshipped him. One day, Tortoise asked, "Why do you want to learn from me?" F answered, "So I can carry your cleverness across generations." "But if I may ask, where do you store all your wisdom?" Tortoise smirked. "In a gourd hidden under my shell, safe from fools." The switch. Late one night, as Tortoise snored under the moonlight, F crept into his hut. Gently, he lifted the sleeping Tortoise and removed the gourd from under his shell. But F did not run. Instead, he replaced it with another gourd filled with sand and ash. The next morning, Tortoise woke up none the wiser. But when he tried to trick a monkey out of his mangoes later that day, his mind went blank. "Wait, what was I going to say?" he muttered, confused. F, holding the real gourd, began solving riddles in the village square, answering questions from elders, and even settled a long-standing land dispute between two farmers. The return of the gourd. Tortoise, ashamed and forgotten, wandered through the villages. People laughed when he tried to tell a riddle and ended up confusing himself. One evening, he stumbled into the same square where F was teaching children how to use cleverness to build, not to deceive. Tortoise wept. "You took my cleverness." F stood silent for a moment, then said, "I only borrowed what you hoarded for yourself." Tortoise fell to the ground. "Please, give it back. I am nothing without it." The test of true wisdom. F replied, "Wisdom is not what you keep hidden, but what you give away." He held the gourd in his hands. "If you truly want your cleverness back, promise to use it for good." Tortoise looked down, ashamed. "I promise." F broke the gourd in front of everyone, and a sparkling wind blew into the crowd, entering Tortoise, F, and even some of the children nearby. From that day on, cleverness was no longer owned by one. It became part of the community. The legacy. Tortoise and F became partners, traveling across Edo, teaching children, solving problems, and reminding people that cleverness, when mixed with kindness, can build a better world. Even today, in some corners of Nigeria, they say the wind still carries that cleverness, waiting to land on those wise enough to use it well. Moral lesson. True wisdom is not hoarded but shared. Cleverness without kindness is a hollow gourd.